What's up YouTube, this is Paul from Mickey Tech Tips, and today we're going to be learning about phone scamming. So the reason why I'm going to cover phone scamming is because this YouTuber, Kerry Holzman, posted these phone scamming phone numbers for you to mess with. Now I'll put the link in the description if you want to mess with them. Just remember the stuff he says in the video because it is true, but it is fun to mess with them. The first one I messed with, he said that I need to go to bed because I gave him some ridiculous overclocked computer idea, which is possible as a 5 gigahertz computer, which, by the way, you would have to overclock it by going beyond the settings and have it massively cooled down to probably about 5 degrees or something in order to do that. So I told him it's possible. He said, you just need to go to bed, and he said, good night, or something like that. That was the first number. The second number, I was able to hang on to them, and this is what I got from the screen recording. Now, I did not record the phone call, but you can read the screen recording and I'll narrate along the way. But let's get started. Okay, so basically what happened is you can read this, and like what's funny is I told him my name was like Bill, and I forget what I told him for my last name, but he's calling Mr. Bond. But I'm messing up typing all this stuff on some of it because the virtual machine, which is like an emulation, was glitching out because I was running it off a external hard drive, and then I had some of the settings dialed back, but if you notice, like where I typed no, actually that was his, my bad. But if you notice where I typed isn't, and I left out stuff like apostrophes and stuff because I was trying to type really fast, and then like it was glitching out because how I was running the virtual machine with the external hard drive and stuff. If I really wanted it to run faster, I would have copied the virtual machine to the hard drive on my computer because it's solid state, but I didn't. So I am trying to correct stuff and it's glitching out, but basically you can see what he's talking about, that this is paid tech support. Look at where it says Microsoft technical support at the top. That should be all capitalized if it was really Microsoft. And also, don't you think they would be using Microsoft software to help you fix your computer, not some Log Me and Rescue by critics? And that's another thing. Critics gets its bad rap for Log Me and Rescue because a lot of scam artists use this. And sometimes it ain't even paid for it. It'll just say a trial on the side because they'll make enough money and then they'll close up. Either that or they'll start another business with the money that they have. So, it's talking about that. I'll have in the link below the original video from Kerry Holzman. I don't know if these numbers are still up because this was like a month ago that I recorded this, but I'm just now getting around to it. But I called this 877 number right there, and basically I proposed this insane idea for a PC that is possible, and I needed help building it. And he said, hang up the phone and go to bed. See, they're not actual technical support people. And also, when this guy over here on the technical support, which is from the second number down here, he showed me that there was a bunch of problems with my computer. No, it isn't, because this is a new installation of Windows 7. And in fact, if I were to pull that up right now, there'll be problems. And the reason why there's problems, because there's like so many problems per minute on your computer, and you don't even know it because your computer's always correcting mistakes. So that, like, say like you're trying to send a file, it might take a few tries for it to fix, but you're not going to know that. So it's talking about this, but I ran this just so I can record this midway through, and I kind of wish I got the phone call too, because I don't think he left the company, because he talks about how he's leaving at the end. I don't think he is. And like Hinduism, because that's the main religion that they practice over in India, I don't think they promote this type of stuff. So this is probably going against his religion, and he don't know it. Now his bosses know it, but not him. And even if he knows it, they don't care. They just want to make some money. And the reason why I'm not doing this on my actual PC, but instead doing it inside of a virtual machine, which is like an emulator, is because if he crashes Windows, I can click a button and it resets Windows to how it was before he got on with me. And that's what I ended up doing anyway, even though he disconnected and didn't do anything to the PC. I just wanted to be safe. And stuff like this, where it says, I know, man, and so, a professional would not say that type of stuff. And they wouldn't say that neither. And when I'm typing, I'm actually typing really fast, so I'm trying to correct myself. And so, like, I meant to type in 17, but I typed in like 18. But it don't matter, because this isn't legal, so I just typed in 17. Because I know I can do it, because technically you have to be, I think, 18 most cases, or even 16, in order to call for technical support, just because it's legality stuff. But I was typing really fast and trying to correct myself on some of this. But he's laughing because he don't believe me, but honestly, I know what I'm talking about. I've had a semester worth of computer IT classes, so I know what I'm talking about. And even before that, I've learned a lot of stuff because I'm really good with computers. So you can read through this, but he's talking that this is his part-time job. Oh, and by the way, the ones on me. And they're not even fixing computers. That's the funny part about it. And then, like, he wanted to get into command prompt to do stuff, and I wouldn't let him. So, yeah. And that's when this all started up, anyway. And they probably don't even know what scam means, because this isn't their primary language. And so, that's another thing. If you get a call from technical support and it sounds like that their English is not their primary language, don't take the technical support. Because even though I have called places that I know it's their legitimate technical support, they still couldn't help me. And I ended up having to figure out the problem on my own. And it was like so easy, but even then, sometimes you have to call them because they have to reset a setting or something depending on what you're calling for. So, yeah. But they're talking about how they need to fix issues and all that, and I'm telling them this ain't Microsoft, which is true. And then I pull up the actual number for Microsoft on my actual screen and then copy the number over there. Because Internet Explorer does suck. Even though this is a new installation of Windows, Internet Explorer still sucks. But I'll have a link in the description if you want to check out the original video. But this guy has done his own scamming videos before, and it's kind of funny listening to them. And see, he can't even capitalize Microsoft, and that tells you that they're not legitimate, because if it was professional technical support, they would be capitalizing stuff and using right punctuation. And like, even his name isn't even capitalized. And that's probably not even his name. That's probably just an American name that they gave him. And like, they didn't even like, I'm talking about this because earlier I asked should I upgrade to 10, and they said that they don't recommend it because they have problems with it. If it was Microsoft, they would recommend you to upgrade to 10 because they want to get everyone off of Windows 7 and Windows 8. And they're talking about how there's so many bugs in Windows 10. No, there isn't. The only problem with Windows 10 is the privacy issues with Microsoft. And wouldn't that be kind of funny that a company comes up with their own software, they're trying to push everyone to download it onto their PC, but then the technical support is telling you not to download it? Isn't that kind of funny? I don't think they would do that. In fact, they would probably most likely promote Windows instead of saying don't download it. And honestly, it is scary on how Microsoft is going through the privacy issues. And if you want to see a good video about Microsoft spying and stuff, look up Barnacules, Nordgasm, Windows 10. I think it's called like spying or something like that. But it'll pop up and it's like hashtag tip from him. But it's really neat. And now I'm talking about Windows Vista, which Vista was the worst operating system you could get. And Now he's talking about how people can't open the Windows Store on Windows 10. There was glitches with the Windows Store in general because I had that same glitch on Windows 8 too. But you just have to keep trying again. Sometimes you have to reset the computer for the Windows Store to work right. But honestly, I don't think you're going to be using the apps that much on a PC. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're going to use a PC for programs and stuff. I do use some apps, but it's mainly on my Toon one. I use apps on it because I can turn it into a tablet. But on my actual laptop, I do not use apps that much. I might use like an Instagram app or something like that, but I don't really use apps from the Windows Store on Hill because I can pull up Google Chrome and do whatever. And he keeps trying to antagonize. I'm surprised he's not trying to destroy my computer. And he says he's leaving right now. Bullcrap. So, anything else in this video? Now the reason why I'm recording it like this is because I don't have the software set up right in order to do voiceovers. Okay. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next time. I do not know what I'm doing for my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Mickey Tech Tips, and go watch all my CES coverage that I did from home last week. You can go click on the playlist in my channel called CES 2016. I have a few videos up there. But other than that, I'll see you next time.